guys, so this video is going to be a tutorial for this look, and I wanted to do a new series which basically I do one sort of Halloween look every month. So this one is for November. I know it's kind of late in the month of November, but I still wanted to do this, and so that way by the time we roll around to next October I can have a little playlist of videos for you guys to kind of reference back to, or different ideas, because for me Halloween is not just October, it's year-round, and whenever I feel like making a look like this, I don't want to feel like, oh well, maybe I shouldn't record that and put it up because it's not October. Or if I pre-film it, you guys are gonna wonder, why is this video from like last year? Yeah, so I decided to just do maybe one or two, depending, I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to stick to one a month. So this look here is based off of Iron Fist. It's a company that kind of has these like really cool clothes and bags and stuff that have zombies, and it's really cool. If you guys have never checked out Iron Fist, like check it out. And I just want to say that my look is inspired by another YouTuber. I originally saw the picture on Instagram. I cannot think of her name. I think it's Palmberry. Don't quote me on that though. But basically she did a version of one of Iron Fist bags. It's like a pink one. It's amazing. Go watch her video. It's incredible. She doesn't have very many subscribers, so like if you guys want to go and check her out and subscribe, like I'm just saying, like when somebody's that talented, go check them out because it's awesome. And yeah, so I decided to kind of look on the Iron Fist site, see if there's anything I could do, because I didn't want to just straight up recreate that look. Because she did it so well and I knew I couldn't do it that well. So this is called the Iron Fist Bone Breaker bag. There's also a t-shirt. So I looked up pictures of both the bags and the t-shirt and then kind of created this. Now I do want to say that I posted a thing on Instagram where I tried this look out and it wasn't really successful. I didn't like it, and that was only about 2 or 3 days ago from when I'm filming this. And so this is kind of just sort of a trial and error thing for me. It's, again, I kind of put at the end of the video, like, try your best, like, really, and if you get frustrated, just keep trying until you find a look that you like, because practice kind of really does make perfect. If you guys enjoy this, and definitely check out my inspiration for it, as well as the other YouTuber that I mentioned, because she's cool. And yeah, so without further ado, here's the tutorial. Okay, so to start off, I've already just went ahead and mapped out certain spots on my face. So using my reference photo, which I'll include the pictures down below, I'm using 2, I just basically mapped out kind of like the eye socket, the nose part, and then the teeth and the jaw. I did try this makeup look before and it kind of was like sort of a fail, so I'm gonna do it a different way now in hopes that it's gonna sort of turn out. Yeah, so first things first, I'm just gonna take just a like paddle brush and I'm gonna go into the white and I'm gonna completely block out my face in the white except for the spots where the black are gonna go. So I'm just putting some water into the MEHRON Paradise paint, getting it nice and gooby. And then I'm just going to go ahead and paint that all over the face. Okay, so then once that base color is on, the next thing I'm doing is I'm just going to do the same thing with a smaller brush and go in with the black. I didn't fill in all the teeth or anything yet because I'm just going to go in with a finer detail brush. It's much easier than trying to use a big paddle brush. Okay, so then once the basic skull is done, the next thing you want to do is just really focus on a reference photo, zoom right in, and this is the part that's going to take the longest, because once this is done you kind of want to start to fill in sort of the gray stuff around it. I find this is hopefully is going to turn out a lot better than my last one, and it's going to prevent it from getting super muddy. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to speed a lot of this part up. It's basically, if you guys want any tips, I'm using a lot of like really thin brushes for this, because the more kind of delicate lines that go in, I find the cooler that it's going to look. And yeah, so hopefully the final product looks as cool as I hope it does. And I'm also just using like the lid of one of these to mix up just a gray color, and then that's kind of what I'm going to be using all around the makeup. Okay, so then once the basic kind of gray shades are on, I can kind of zoom in. You can see that it kind of just looks like kind of brush strokes and messy. Now comes the really fun part where you get to take a very, very, very thin brush and go into the black and do really, really super minute details. And this is what's going to take really, 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 really long time. So yeah, the more kind of detail that you put into it, the better the outcome, because I find if you rush it, it looks a little bit more sloppy. So it really depends on, one, how much time you have, and two, how much effort you want to put into it. So again, I'm just going to be focusing in on a detail photo. This is like roughly inspired by, so I'm okay if it doesn't look exact. Also, kind of if you want to just kind of practice on the back of your hand to see like what brushes you might have that make the thinnest lines and what sort of consistency works best, especially when you're working with water. So like if you make more of a paste, it's gonna come out more like chunky, whereas the more liquidy kind of colors is gonna kind of flow a little bit more easy. So yeah, it's gonna take some trial and error, so yeah, it's gonna be fun, so let's do this. Okay, so then once you're pretty much done the lines to your own liking, another really cool part of this makeup is the fact that there's like some little like splashes and dots. That's kind of what I'm going to be doing now with the black, and then after that I'm going to be going in and filling in some fine lines with white. So these little splashes are basically what I like to do is just get my brush like super like liquidy, and then go in and do some little dots. And I might actually like take like a spray thing and spray some black dots. I haven't decided yet, so yeah. Just going to kind of fill in my eye part so that it looks way more dark. So I'm just taking a black eyeliner. Anyone will do, doesn't matter which one you use really. And I'm gonna go into my waterline. It's basically you just want to try to make that as dark as possible. So, just so that the lid color doesn't crease, because it can have a tendency to do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna take Bulletproof from Sugar Pill. And this is just a really, really super matte black eyeshadow. And I'm just going to press that just onto the lid part so that that doesn't crease at all. And then with the finest little brush that you have, I'm gonna go into the white. And this is just going to do a couple detail things with the white. So I'm going to put a couple lines in through the eye socket, and then I'm going to do the main lines kind of in the nose. And then, yeah, I think that might be it. Maybe a couple more right through the jaw to kind of brighten that up. And then for the most part, that will be kind of it, I think. We'll see. I could do this forever. So then the last part of this that isn't exactly in the makeup, but it's something that I kind of want to do, I'm going to add both white and black splashes, and I'm using just a brush. I use this to kind of, you know, like they're one of those ones that you kind of brush through your eyebrows. I always use this to splash either like fake blood or something. Actually, I think this one is still red from fake blood, so I'm going to clean that one off. Take a little bit of this and a little bit of the white and kind of make some like really minute splotches, and I think it's going to look pretty cool. I don't know, we'll see how it turns out. So yeah, I just kind of got that brush wet, dipped it into the white paint, and then this is kind of the moment of truth. Hopefully I don't blind myself in the process. Oh yeah, that looks pretty freaking awesome actually. And then I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of the black to kind of break it up as well. And also make sure not to get this all over your computer keyboard like I just did. And then I'm just gonna do this with a little bit of black. This is so scary. And yeah, so whenever you're spraying stuff, make sure you're not wearing a white shirt like I am, like a freaking dumbass. Luckily this is water makeup, like water soluble, so it should come out, and it's just a shirt with Furbies on it, so I mean really. But yeah, and then also just keep in mind that you're gonna get really dirty if you use the black. Yeah, so I do hope you guys really enjoy this makeup. It was definitely fun for me. I will insert a clip of my last one when I tried this out, and it literally shows, like, this is 2 days. Like I did this, the first one 2 days ago, and I did this one now. So it goes to show that, like, even if you're not 100% happy with the look, just try it again. Figure out what you did wrong, realize, okay, I didn't like this, maybe I'll try this technique, and it ends up being something that you really, really like. So never, ever, ever give up if you're trying something and you get frustrated. Just take a deep breath, kind of step back for a second and realize, okay, how can I improve this? And that's kind of what I did with this, and I actually really, really, really like this version of it much, much better. Yeah, so I do hope you guys thoroughly enjoy this video, and until my next one, I will talk to all you soon. Bye!